Bonjour, mon nom est Félix et je suis le journaliste d'un jour du Fan Club des Canadiens au Sol et Mio. J'ai 10 ans et je rêve de devenir un commentateur de hockey parce que je suis passionné du hockey. Aujourd'hui, je vais m'entretenir avec Brendan Gallagher, mon joueur préféré de toute la Ligue nationale.
How old are you?
10.
10? Do you
Yeah.
play sports?
Yeah, hockey.
Hockey player? What position do you play?
Aile gauche. Left wing.
I
Number
understood.
11.
You're number 11? Smart.
Who was your favorite player growing up?
For me, it was Martin St. Louis, I think. You know, I was obviously a smaller player, and when I would watch him, I could kind of, see what I wanted to be when I wanted to grow up, and there were a lot of good characteristics, but he competed hard, he worked hard. You could see he really cared about his teammates, and that was something that even at a young age I enjoyed watching, and as I grew up, I actually got the chance to play against him, which was pretty cool as well, and he was always someone I looked up to.
Okay. What's the best thing about playing for the Montreal Canadiens?
I think the coolest, it's the tradition that comes with putting on that sweater every day. I think you look around our locker room and you see the names and the past players and, the alumni that hang around the team, and you understand what it means to be a Montreal Canadian and what it means to the fans. And I think you don't take that lightly, and it really makes you, when you come to the rink, it gives you a reason to show up and play hard for not only yourself, not only your teammates and coaches, but there's a lot of other people that care about your team, and it's pretty special.
Okay. What is your favorite arena to play in besides the Bell Center?
Favorite place to go to is TD Garden in Boston, because I like when we can win and make them real quiet, because they're an angry group at the start, but if you can win, they get real quiet.
Who is your best friend on the team?
We're pretty close. I would say Jacob Delarose. Spend a lot of time with him. We live right beside each other, drive to the rink every day, and we've known him for a few years now, so yeah.
What's your favorite type of food?
Favorite food? It depends. I like a good steak, but I also like pizza, so it depends what I'm feeling.
What do you do in your free time?
In the summers, when we have some free time, I like to golf a lot. It's a good way to spend our summers, get out with my buddies and spend some time on the course.
Okay. Why did you choose number 11 or 73?
73 was just given to me when I showed up, and then we traded for Michael Ryder, who wanted 73, so then I got the chance to change my number. And when I was in junior, I wore 11 because my dad wore that when he played, and it was just easy to switch. I knew there's been some pretty good players on the Habs that have worn that number, so I knew if I wore it, I was going to have to be a pretty good player and not ruin the memories for him. But it's a number that kind of means something to my family, so I took it.
Do you think you have a chance of being the captain if Pacioretty would be traded?
I hope he doesn't get traded. Patch is a good friend of mine, and I think he does a really good job of being the captain. That's playing for Montreal. You're going to hear rumors. You're going to hear a lot of stuff about your team. I think what's important is that in the room we stay close, and you want your friends to stay with you. And he's a close friend of mine, so I kind of hope he stays, and he's doing a good job.
Which round were you drafted in?
Which round? I was drafted in the 5th round, and it was a pretty special day. I think I didn't know if I was going to get drafted or not. So I didn't go to the draft. I was sitting at home, and I remember I had a mouthful of Kraft Dinner and grilled cheese when my agent called me and let me know that I'd been drafted. So I told my mom and sisters, and they were all pretty excited.
That's it.
Well, thanks, buddy.
You're welcome.
Good interview.
Thanks.
You did good?
What?
You did good?
Yeah. Merci d'avoir été des nôtres. C'était Félix en direct du Centre Bell pour Habs TV. Merci.